AITA for refusing to attend my best friend's wedding? I am not the original poster. That is you, Mo, throwaway one. She posted in r, am I the asshole? Mood spoiler. Happy ending. Less than. Original post. November 11th, 2023. I, 28F, am entangled in a wedding drama of epic proportions. My recently engaged best friend, 29F, asked me to be her maid of honor. And words can't even describe how happy I was. We've been inseparable since kindergarten. And I was ready to make her big day unforgettable. I spent nearly $700 on her bachelorette party, buying cute outfits for everyone and renting a party bus with all-you-can-drink drinks. The other girls pitched in, but I'm the most financially stable, so the majority fell on me. I helped plan the wedding of her dreams, right down to contacting the vendors and setting dates when she was too busy. I made the save the date and invitation cards. What I'm trying to say is that I did a lot for her. And then, 2 weeks before the wedding, my best friend asked me to step down and said that her future sister-in-law would be taking the role of Mo. I was pissed. And we got into a huge argument over this where I, admittedly, said things I wasn't proud of. Since then, I've received texts from our friends, best friend's family, the groom's family, and even sister-in-law telling me that I'm a drama queen who needs to get over herself and that it isn't about me. This has really gotten to me and I need to know, was I in the wrong? Edit. Grammar mistakes. Edit 2. Thank you everyone who's been commenting and giving me advice. I'm going to wait a week to let emotions cool and then try and have a sit down with my friend to talk about this. I'll be logging off for now because I'm going to make a huge batch of cookies and watch some TV to relax. Edit 3. Same post. November 14th, 2023. 3 days later. A small update and to answer some questions. I asked for $200 of the money back because $500 was a repayment from when she paid my rent in college for a month. I hadn't paid her back sooner because she requested I use it for her bachelorette. She's been dating her fiancé for 8 years. And we're waiting to be more financially stable before getting married. On to the update. I called her this morning and asked to talk. She agreed and we set up a meeting on Thursday at a local coffee shop. I'm a bit concerned because she sounded really shy and nervous on the phone. Hopefully that goes well and I can do an official update with happy news. Thank you so much for your advice and comments. Relevant comments. Asking for money back. I tried asking for some of the money back, but she called me money hungry and said I never told her it was conditional. Have you talked to Sil? Once or twice before this went down. She has been texting and calling me to tell me what a self-centered jerk I am. But I haven't replied. Did she give you a reason for why she asked you to step down? Sil is an introvert and might never get to be a Mo. I have a large friend group and might be a Mo at one of their weddings. Is she close to Sil? She isn't particularly close to Sil and even would complain about her at times. Sil is the youngest member of the nearby extended family. She's 18. I don't know if that changes things, but my friend felt like Sil was coddled. Could there be something going on behind the scenes? I didn't consider behind the scenes abuse. From what I've seen of the fiancé, he's very kind and sweet and treats her right. But I don't know much about the family. I want to talk to my friend once emotions settle a bit. A few people have mentioned the groom's family pressuring her and I think it's likely. I thought it was extremely out of character, but one person said she might be feeling pressure to conform to the family since she wants them to like her. I'm not sure what the actual reason behind her actions are, but hopefully I can sit down with her soon and talk it out. One more thought from Oop. She paid for the base dress and I was going to pay for alterations. I don't want to expose her online because we've been friends for over 20 years and I don't want to hurt her like that. I'm still hoping we can be friends. It does make me feel better that so many people are on my side. Even if it's just on Reddit. I was genuinely starting to feel like I was going crazy. Oop is voted NTA. Update post. November 17th, 2023. 6 days from OG post. Hi everyone. This is an update to my previous post, which you can find on my profile. First, I just want to thank everyone again for how kind and supportive you have all been, but also how honest I took everything to heart, and everyone's advice was great. Now on to the update. I met my friend at around 9 a.m. yesterday at a local coffee shop. She looked really bad. Her hair was super greasy and unkempt. She had really bad eye bags. And she seemed totally exhausted. When I asked her what was wrong, she just apologized. I kept prodding, and it turns out that her in-laws are real pieces of work. Apparently they've been harassing her for nearly 3 years about having Sil as the mo at the wedding. And when my friend chose me, they went ballistic. My friend said she thought she'd be able to handle it until the wedding day, but then Mill threatened to ruin her wedding unless Sil was the mo. My friend panicked, and that's when she told me I would no longer be mo. She apologized for the money-hungry comment and said that she was just in such an awful place mentally that hearing me mention the money made her really upset. The reason all our friends were attacking me is because they knew about the Mill situation. As my friend never mentioned it to me because she didn't want me to step down because of Mill. And they thought I also knew the whole story. And as for the fiancé, he was completely in the dark. He doesn't have a good relationship with his mother already, and my friend didn't want to be what destroyed that relationship. When my friend told me all this, I felt awful. I didn't know she was enduring 3 years of harassment because of me. I immediately apologized, and she apologized, and we both cried a lot. When the tears stopped, she pulled out an envelope with $200 and gave it to me. I originally refused, but she insisted, so I took it. I encouraged her to tell her fiancé because keeping this from him wasn't helping anyone, and if he decided to cut off Mill, then that was his decision, not hers. After talking a lot more about future boundaries, our friendship, and the wedding, I decided I would go to the wedding and we'd still be friends. I know my friend didn't handle this in the best way, but I've known her for over 2 decades and she's practically my platonic soulmate. That's not something you should throw away because if this. Originally that was how my update ended. But as I was typing this, I received a text from my friend saying that fiancé disinvited his mom and practically half the family, including Sil, because of their treatment of my friend and me. She asked if I would be willing to be the mo again, and I said yes. I just want to give a final thank you to Reddit for helping me through this, and I hope all of you have a nice night. This is a pleasant and refreshing one before the holiday disasters pour in next week. I am glad things are better with Op and her friend, but I am confused how Op has been besties with her friend, especially for 3 years. Yet didn't that Mill is a major piece of work when everyone else knows? But in all seriousness, the friend's family sound like insufferable people, and the friend definitely needs to make the decision to stand up against them. Hope everything goes smooth. So she told all her friends about the awful Mill, but not her best friend who was supposed to be the mo? That makes no sense that this whole relationship with her fiancé, the monster-in-law, never came up. I also find it hard to believe that the fiancé wasn't aware that his mother was awful. If she's interacting with the bride enough to drive her to the state that Oop describes, the fiancé either knows about it or is an idiot. So the fiancé was never aware of badly his parents were treating his soon-to-be wife? You're joking. Your best friend 20 plus years would rather revoke your Mo invite and give someone she doesn't even like the privilege 2 weeks before the wedding, all because of a mill that's been harassing her for 3 years? And everyone in the friend group knew the mill was a piece of work, but you didn't know. The best friend of 20 years? And she was scared to tell her future husband because she didn't want to ruin an already failing mother-son relationship, but was kinda okay with losing a friendship of 20 years? And the husband had a well-expected reaction to his mother harassing his future wife. Yet she held it in for 3 years? I'm understanding this correctly, or do y'all smell cow-face poop? Either way, pause the wedding and the friendship until future wifey gets her voice back from Ursula. Woman facepalming, medium dark skin tone. Fiancé sounds like a solid dude. I get the bride's guilt, but the family harassed her for 3 years. That's way too long to keep a secret from your partner, especially one that directly concerns them. Finally, a son who stood up against his mom and rest of the family. Reddit has corrupted my mind with so many mama's boys. This story doesn't ring entirely true on the part of the bride. The op said that after 3 years of planning, the bride asked the op to step down as Mo because she preferred the Sil she isn't even close to as Mo, which was very insulting. Later, the bride told the OP that she didn't want her to know the real reason was her future mill had been harassing her for 3 years. This makes no sense for the bride to have initially told the op, her inseparable best friend since kindergarten, the supposedly untrue version which was most likely to insult her. It also makes no sense for the bride to have withheld the information from the groom about his mother harassing her for 3 years. The alleged happy ending sounds like the lull before another storm. This whole thing sounds like a soap opera, and another turn of events lies ahead. I pity the op accepting a role in what will likely be a very messy melodrama. It's a good thing the groom has one of them adamantium spines because, and I hate to say this, the bride needs some therapy to work on her doormat problem. Mill managed to manipulate her hard and bend the bride to her will. FFS. She bulldozed her so badly that she convinced the bride to not even talk to her future husband about her problems and, from the sounds of it, nearly have a complete breakdown. Sounds like the bride thinks that was her idea to leave future husband out of it. Nope. It was exactly what the mill wanted. Real piece of work. I was hoping that the ending would be that the friend realized she didn't want to marry into a family that would bully her so severely. Married to a guy who does nothing to stop them. The mood spoiler said, happy ending, and I disagree. I hate non-confrontational people for this reason. Kept Oop in the dark but not all of the other friends, thereby turning all of the other friends against Oop too. Apparently, all of the other friends are also doormats and think the friend should just cave to her insane mill, rather than talk to her husband about this. Friend needs intense therapy and Oop needs new friends. Mill, I'll ruin your wedding if you don't make my daughter Mo and ruin your wedding anyway. Weddings bring out the worst in some people. I hope the friend and her fiancé are hiring security for the wedding, because Miltoby and her flying monkeys will definitely show up and try to wreak havoc. This is still horse poop. It isn't that hard to tell your friend, hey, my in-laws went ballistic about me not having Sil as maid of honor, so that is the reason that I am asking you to step down. This chick is making excuses for poor behavior, but whatever. Sil is shy and an introvert, but also called Oop multiple times to insult her? Okay, Liz, have you talked to Sil? Once or twice before this went down. She has been texting and calling me to tell me what a self-centered jerk I am. But I haven't replied. Did she give you a reason for why she asked you to step down? Sil is an introvert and might never get to be a mo. I have a large friend group and might be a mo at one of their weddings. That was how my update ended. My heart dropped reading that line and I have to go pick it up now. Yay! For awesome SOs. And friendships. Later, Mill and Company. The update was hard to read. It's like watching a movie where everyone makes the worst decision possible. These people aren't ready to get married. WTF. So she spent no money on the bachelorette party? 500 was the bride's already. Ignoring interest. And 200 she asked back? I guess it's fine, but don't open with how much you spent on the wedding. What a bizarre end. Like that friend has just demonstrated she's completely incapable of being in a mature relationship or friendship. This is romantic comedy levels of lack of communication. That final update less than 3, her friend's fiancé needed to know what his Mill was doing to his future wife. I'm so glad she has a man with a shiny backbone who is willing to stand up for her. No one should have to endure threats and abuse from toxic people. Being family is a free pass to be an asshole. I'm so happy that it all worked out and Oop got to be the mo in the end.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aracast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.